Hey. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good. So, would you be able to talk about a little bit about your product?
What would you like to know? Okay, we'll start over here. So, obviously, this is the heavily anticipated launch of the Shimano. So now we have a 100% wireless system. It's taken a little while, but we got it here. It's 12 speed, 100% wireless, fastest on the market currently. A couple different shifts options. You can hold the lever down, it'll run the cassette, individual shifts. Then it has a double shift option that if you push it, it'll shift up or down 2 or 3 gears depending on how you program it.
What about the battery level?
Yeah. So on our system, we chose to put the battery inside the parallelogram, inside the body. So we have, that's the battery, about 40 hours of runtime, 200 to 300 miles, give or take. Sits down in there. This derailleur also has what's called the impact recovery system. So in case there's a side impact, the derailleur will release into the cassette, absorb the impact, and then return to the gear that it was previously in. So kind of a safety feature, helps protect your derailleur in case there is an impact. That's about it on that. The brakes, so we have several different brake options now. I'll turn them around so you can see them. So first off, we have the traditional cross-country brake. Same lever as previous editions, but now we have some new pistons and some new seals in there with a new high-performance mineral oil. So different than the previous generation of mineral oil.
LVS, right? Is it LVS?
Low viscosity mineral oil.
Yeah.
We're calling it the high performance,
Yeah.
but basically a lower viscosity. What that's doing is allowing a consistent brake contact point throughout temperature ranges, meaning as it heats up or cools down, that
Right.
braking point's going to stay more consistent.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the XC version. Then the lever did stay the same. Now we have the updated lever. I'll show you the XTR one. So this is a completely new lever design. We moved the housing closer to the bar, so more aesthetically looking, tucked into the bar like that, we'll call it. We moved the pivot point 5 millimeters in, and what that's doing is changing the pull lever angle. So if your hand sits there, it's more a natural feel bringing it this way, where the traditional one kind of brings it in more. So this just has more of an ergonomic feeling. We also swept the lever up on the XTR one 5 degrees on the new lever. So that kind of comes up into your hand. So some really nice ergonomic changes. Then we have a new, like I said, we have new pistons and seals in there. That works with the new low viscosity oil.
Different size of the piston, right?
Pistons stay the same, but our brakes do have 2 different size pistons, to answer your question. Yeah. We changed the way the brake pads mount in there, so it reduced the rattle significantly. And then with this new lever, we're claiming we're getting about 1 rotor size more stopping power than this lever. Okay. And then that comes in 2 different options, so you can run the 4-piston with the new trail lever for the maximum stopping power. Or you can run the 2-piston with the new lever, a little bit heavier, but you're getting the benefits and the stopping power of that new lever over the traditional XC one.
So brand new XTR is compatible with the Saint or Z?
Totally different system, yeah. So none of this is compatible because they use the old mineral oil.
Right.
So you have to use the new mineral oil with this brake line. And then getting back to the drivetrain, if you have existing 12-speed Shimano, it's backwards compatible. So all you would need to do is take off your shifter and derailleur,
right.
put on the new wireless shifter and derailleur, and then it'll work with your existing cassette chain and front chainer. So you can kind of upgrade when you want.
So what about the application for upgrade the firmware?
The firmware?
Yeah.
Well, it'll come out of the box. All you have to do is bind it and you're set, or pair it, and then you're good to go.
It doesn't need the application on your phone, and just check the firmware update.
And then through that app on your phone, you can also change how it shifts, a couple different parameters.
Like a micro shift.
Yeah, and you can speed it up or slow it down.
Uh-huh.
The speed of the actual shifting.
All right.
There's a couple differences with the crank. So the new crank has a new chainring system. So basically what we were able to do is remove some material where the crank arm is going over that. So you're not going to have an impact here. So you're going to have an impact here and here. So we're able to remove material just to lighten it up a touch. So we also return to the traditional pinch bolt system that we've had previously versus the preload one.
Right.
Any mechanic, any person that's worked on this a lot will appreciate this. It's just an easier system to set up and more consistent. And with the crank spindle, we have two different sizes. We have an XC one that's a little lighter, and then there's a trail one, which the ID, so it's a little thicker in there, and it's just strengthening it up to keep it from twisting under the folks that put out a lot of watts.
It's not carbon, right?
It's not carbon, so this is the core forged alloy.
Why Shimano doesn't want to use the carbon?
We feel there's really no benefits. We have the technology to make a really good cold forged crank. And the market was kind of leaning towards carbon, but we chose to stick with this. It works well. You're able to use the pinch bolt system. There wasn't a whole lot of performances. Yeah,
you're right.
So the cassette, virtually all the Hyperglide stayed the same. We changed the carrier a little bit. Tried to do a couple things to get rid of the squeaking that previous generations had. Basically the same, but just a couple different things on the construction of the Spider. Now we also have the 945 and the 1051. So with the 945, you can run a smaller cage. You can get the same gears, the rollouts, by instead of having a 34 1051, you can run a 30 945 and get a lot of the same rollouts at an 80 gram weight savings.
Yes.
Up to the consumer to choose, but a lot of folks are wanting to run this 945 now.
So the question about the electronic shifting.
Yeah.
You know the brand new SRAM transmission T-type?
Yeah.
Designed for underload.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that any specific idea for this one? Is same as underload? You can change in the gears.
Yeah. So historically, Shimano has always shifted very well under load. So nothing has changed with this new system.
Right.
It's the Hyperglide system. It's always shipped well under load, and it's the same thing, just wireless now. Yeah. So we have a great system that shifts very well under load.
Because the SRAM said we are doing a little bit slowy shifting because we wanted to put the best performance under load. But Shimano now just released the new product, the high speed and under load.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the reason.
So and if you've noticed, they did a firmware to catch up with our speed.
Oh, okay, that's my question. Yeah.
So now ours was 3 seconds quicker running the cassette. Yeah. Now they did a firmware that brought it to 1.4 seconds.
That's a good option.
Yeah. But still, ours shifts under load at whatever speed you choose to put it at. And in the app, you can slow it down or speed it up, the shift speed.
Right.
So obviously under an e-bike, you want to slow that down because of the weight, the torque.
Yeah.
But even at the highest setting, the highest, fastest speed, shifting under load is not an issue.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the pedals.
Okay, so pedals basically have stayed the same. We put a new seal in here, which is just helping eliminate any play, and then we flatten this end out. It's just aesthetics. Virtually the same. New trail pedal has some different features, just a kind of a different design. You can put washers under the bolt and change that spike height of the screw you see. So that's with a washer and without a washer, so you can kind of get a little more grip or less grip. With the new pedals, we have a new cleat system. So what this has done, if you look at the cleat, we've beveled this front edge and the front edge and the back edge. So now you can engage traditionally, which most people are used to doing, or you can go flat, or if you miss the pedal, you can come back and go in. Right. So you no longer have to toe in.
Yeah.
So it helps if you somehow come unclipped during a rocky section or something, you can get back in flat.
Right.
Small upgrade, but a huge improvement.
Yeah, that's right.
For sure. Any other questions or anything else you'd like to know?
Appreciate that. Give us a lot of info about the Shimano product. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's well received. Obviously, a lot of folks are enjoying it, and it's good that we finally have a 100% wireless option for a lot of the diehard Shimano people that wanted that, but unfortunately, most brands were speccing SRAM recently because of the wireless.
Yes.
So now we have that option, and we're very happy with it.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Okay. Same derailleur body and everything, just without the battery, so you can direct wire it to that.
To the motor.
Yeah. So it's kind of a.
And use the main battery.
Yeah. So you're using the battery system to power the derailleur.
Right. How much that torque at the motor?
should know that, but
anyway.
700? A lot.
Yeah.
I don't know what the torque. I think it's 700. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
700 is a lot. The TQ is 50. The Bosch is 75.
Torque or?
Yeah, torque.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
torque. Yeah. It's probably 75, 80. The maximum is 80.
What am I thinking of?
I think that's the 75. 70, 75, yeah. But I'm not sure.
Of the torque, okay.
Yeah. It's so much complicated.
Yeah. That'd be 75. Yeah, we'll go with it.
Fair enough.
I don't know the e-bike motors that much.